So they referred the matter in relation to the case of Mr. Jerry Bogasho.
That is correct, Chair.
Yesterday, you spoke about coincidences. You are a head of crime intelligence. You can't speak about coincidences to us, because if you have observed such pattern and you are suspicious that there is something that is fishy here, because this cannot just be coincidences. That's why we are bringing them to our attention. You run an operation on the 6th of December, and then at the same time, a person, Advocate Johnson, writes a letter demanding the dockets. And then you say it's a coincidence. A head of intelligence can't speak like that. You ought to tell us if there was connection between this demanding of the dockets in relation to the cases that were opened by Honorable Adams and the operations of the 6th of December, because the whole intention is to find out if there are senior people in the police, in the NPA, in the judiciary, who are trying by all means to protect these criminals. So when dockets are being demanded, on the same day you're running an operation, and then you are suspicious that this might be used to destabilize this investigation we're busy with. Have you conducted any investigation about that to ascertain yourself that there is criminal activity that is happening here, which seeks to protect criminals, both by Advocate Johnson and Honorable Member Adams?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. At the present moment, I am referring to those as coincidents, which are raising suspicions, but one being involved in the case that is at court, one is not in a position to institute the counter investigation to confirm that that investigation will take place when the time is right. Hence, now we are referring to those coincidents as suspicions.
So the story that you tampered with, not necessarily you, but that Nhlanhla's phones were tampered with, an allegation made by Advocate Johnson and Nhlanhla himself, that story is not correct.
According to us, that story is not correct. We have the proof and the statement from our digital forensic as to activities that we conducted on those phones. Whoever is alleging the deleting, and then has to also come with a proof from their independent DFI.
So you will suggest that Advocate Johnson and Nhlanhla lied under oath?
From our point of view, we can confirm that because we have the 212 statement as well as chain statements from whoever handled and dealt with the cell phones. And also the common sense has to maybe tell us that we were the ones that were interested in every bit and a piece of information that we might find in those phones. And then it will be defeating our own purpose if then we will we conducted the operation. We were not aware that the subject of investigation might be a person of interest to so many people and institutions that might at the later stage be interested in the cell phones. But for our investigation, it will be defeating our own investigation if we can delete even a full stop in one of those gadgets.
That phone of Nhlanhla, which was found in the cell, did you also do some forensic on it?
That is correct, Honorable Chair.
Do you confirm that Mr. Brown Mokgotsi and the minister's conversation of any arrest affected, you speak about it in 155, that was not about Stilfontein?
According to, thank you, Honorable Chair, according to our analysis of the communication, we confirm that it flows from the discussion of IPID expected to effect some arrests. And then as then it comes towards the end as a response to the discussion that is starting earlier on as I presented on my statement. Hence then I concluded in my statement that it cannot be possible that that arrest was related to the Stilfontein issues.
So Minister lied under oath that he was talking about Stilfontein?
Unless then they can be a proof like we are producing in the form of that communication and interaction and responses.
So do you confirm that there are journalists who are also involved in this kind of activities to protect these cartels?
We have identified some that we believe that they might be part of the communication department of the cartel, and then the investigation is still ongoing on that part.
In your own opinion, the disbandment of PKTT was to protect the cartels?
Up to so far, we are convinced, based on the reasons that are contained in my statement, that before the first takedown on the 6th of December, one had never received any complaint or any issue, negative issue around the PKTT. So it came as a surprise, but then with the understanding that the only reason might be that the PKTT assisted the GCI ops in Gauteng.
The National Commissioner, when he came, he said, you are going to give us names of the politicians you are investigating. Are you able to share those names of politicians who might be involved in corruption that you are investigating?
As I've indicated during my testimony, Honorable Chair, that as per the legal framework, we are not allowed to identify a subject of investigation until the investigation is finalized. And then...
Thank you so much, honorable members.
Any judge?
The next speaker is Mbangazita from the Inkatha Freedom Party. Up until 2 minutes after 11 o'clock, Honorable Mngango.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Good morning to
Good morning,
General Khumalo. General, as Divisional Commissioner of Crime Intelligence, can you confirm unequivocally whether you had full operational authority to manage intelligence collection and deployment, or whether your authority was somehow subject to informal political influence?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. As far as I'm concerned, as well as my activities and actions ever since I was opened, I have the full authority to direct the collection of intelligence within the environment without any influence.
Thank you. When intelligence products are disseminated to National Commissioner, the Minister, and the National Intelligence Committee, are these bodies actually receiving the same intelligence, or are different versions of intelligence shared to these different bodies? And I'm asking this because when General Sbiya was here, he actually gave us a lot of different, intelligence information from what you are actually telling us now. So that is why I'm asking whether you do share, the same product. Even the minister was telling us something different. Hence, he was actually very adamant in that the PKTT must be dissolved because it has actually outlived its usefulness.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Maybe attending to the first part of the question. Indeed, there will be a difference in terms of reports. The reports that we share with the intelligence coordinating structure is of a strategic in nature, and then when it comes to the ministry, in terms of our AOP, we are expected and we do submit the monthly intelligence reports that are talking to both the activities for the previous month as well as the preview of the activities then for the next month. That is at ministerial level. Now and again, if there is the intelligence report that needs to be shared with either the ministry or the national commissioner, it happens as soon as that intelligence report is ready for distribution. So the information will be the same if then the subject matter that is dealt with is also the same.
Well, thank you, Shoban. Have you ever been instructed formally or informally to withhold, delay, dilute, or even redirect intelligent reports from decision makers?
No, Honorable Chair, through you, I've never.
Thank you. You actually describe in paragraph 33, I think is the last sentence in paragraph 33, you describe, crime intelligence as a cornerstone of national security. Can you tell the committee whether any intelligence-led investigations were slowed, halted, or even discouraged because they implicated politically connected individuals?
During my time, since my appointment, it has never happened up until one then can refer to the hectic period that I was explaining since yesterday, that there are lots of our investigations that were affected by since the 6th of December up until leading towards our arrest and our removal from the office. So the possibility can exist that those were meant to derail some of our investigations.